This is a JCB TM420 loader. It was made by Britons, and it's in 1/32 scale. Now this poor thing is probably one of the most confused pieces of machinery known to man. It can't tell if it's a loader or a telehandler. It can't tell if it's coming or going. You can't even tell if it's Britons or Ertl. Really, you can't even tell if it's a diecast model or a toy. So, let's get into this. First off, this is absolutely a toy. It's a toy for kids, but it's got a surprising amount of detail for being a toy. Now, it is mostly plastic, which is a shame, but it's a toy for kids. I'd actually picked this up, let's see, probably a month or two ago. I had to go get parts from the case dealer, and they carry JCB. And I'm a boy with me, and they had one of these loaders there. And, you know, he was just fascinated and crawling all over it. So, what the heck, I'll get the toy. Make a video of it, why not? So, these things, like I said, they were at the case dealership. Case International, the ag, not the construction side. These things, I've only ever seen one on a dairy farm. And to me, that's kind of purpose-built. I can't really see these being useful in construction. I mean, I'm sure they have their place. But this screams dairy farm, just 100%. It's kind of a neat machine. I can see where it'd be real handy on a dairy farm. And kind of like a backhoe where it'll do a little bit of everything, but it's really great at nothing. I can see this, you know, filling that role. And it is kind of neat. It's a neat idea. So now I said it's confused between a loader and a telehandler. It's set up like a loader, but the boom does telescope out one little section here, which is pretty neat. But like I said, it's not going to do anything as well as a telehandler. It's probably not going to do anything as well as a compact loader. It's probably not going to do anything as well as a skid loader, because it's right there in between all of them. It'll do all the work, but probably not as good as any of them individually, just like a backhoe. Now, obviously, you got your look like manure forks there. So that's, you know, very agriculture related. You're not going to do anything with you probably pick up silage with that too. You do have the big bucket here, and it does say let's see here, JCB Agri. I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyway, it's same thing. Like, that's an oversized bucket. You know, that's not for dirt. That's for, you know, agriculture, whatever you got. And the other thing that's kind of interesting is you just have two individual forks here, which just kind of clip into the loader plate here, which is a neat idea, but good lord, these things are impossible to come off. If the boy doesn't lose these, he's going to break them probably within the first day. So, these, I don't know, they might just never show up. But everything else though, like the bucket just kind of drops in there, and that's all you got. So anyway, it's got an unusual amount of detail for what is essentially a kid's toy. This thing is almost 90% plastic. There's very little die cast on here at all. But between like the fenders and the lights and the, you know, the wipers and little beacons, you got some pretty decent cab detail inside there. Yeah, the steps look good. You even had the steering cylinders. The good lord, look at that. It's holding it up now. Looked like the bucket was too heavy to hold itself up. Coming around, yeah, the lights and the hitch, you have a fair amount of detailing. You even have, look at there, the Tier 4 emissions. Isn't that cute? It's got a lot of detail for being a kid's toy. It really does, which is, like I said, fitting for the model. It doesn't know what it's doing. The range of motion is really not bad at all, which is, again, funny for a kid's toy. There's an awful lot of die-cast models that don't have a range of motion as good as what this thing does, which is kind of funny, kind of sad, honestly. This is made for kids to play with for hours and days, and I don't know if you get years out of it, but you probably get a couple months, you know. The boy kind of takes care of his stuff. He's kind of destructive, so I could see this lasting maybe a month or two, maybe more. We'll see. Wouldn't hold out a lot of hope for the bucket. This is plastic. The silage forks are completely plastic. The regular forks are plastic. So, Like I said, it's 100% a toy, but it's a pretty decent toy. It's surprising. Anyway, that's about all I got for this. I think it's kind of a strange video, but I thought it was interesting. Anyway, if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. I might just have it. If you'd like to see more of what I got, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And thanks for watching.